Somebody I respect in the past has said to me, the accountant is the lion in the business world. How important is the accountant and accounting in business?
Being an accountant doesn't make you a great business advisor and doesn't make you a great wealth coach. Most accountants don't have great businesses. If you can find an accountant that is driven, that is wealth created, orientated, who wants to see the best in their clients, who has goals, that to me is absolutely paramount. Getting the right accountant is crucial. Not because I'm an accountant, but if I was not an accountant, I'd make sure that I had a savvy entrepreneurial accountant that was growth orientated, that wanted more out of their lives in their business and ran a great business so I can emulate from them.
How important are internal budgets for reporting?
To me, knowledge is power. So that information is so crucial. The more information you've got, the better informed decisions you can make. Absolute paramount. You know, cash flow in a business it's the lifeblood. The systems, the internal controls are the lifeblood in any business. And emphasis has to be placed a lot more on that to achieve more. So knowledge is power. So yeah, very important.
How critical is the accounting system in your business?
Yeah, as I said, lifeblood. If you know your numbers, knowledge is power, and you can just make better decisions and really pounce on the opportunities when they arise, having that information. So yeah, very important having those internal controls and systems.
How important is it looking at the past? I mean, accountants generally we look at the past, 12 months old, and we report. How important is that to look at the past to take you forward?
Look, you've got to know where you've come from. It's like with your wealth, you've got to know what you're worth today. And how many clients I would ask every day, I would ask them, how much are you worth? And they don't know. So you've got to know where you've come from. You've got to know what the numbers are now so you can set budgets and targets going forward. It's crucial. It's just understanding where you've come from, where you want to go. It really is the stepping stone to go forward. So it's paramount. And that knowledge of what your numbers are and where you've made mistakes is crucial. Like you've got to know what your failures are, what didn't go well, so that you can fix them. Rather than feeling I'm not good enough or feeling judged, learn from the mistakes.
How do you keep up to date with accounting standards and legislation? It's constantly changing and updating. Still running ship, managing staff. Do you outsource this expertise?
So we do internal training, and we find the best in the industry. We find the best trainers, and we literally do external training. But a lot of it's internal as well, and it's weekly and it's daily. We get daily alerts. Legislation gets updated. We're on top of it because for me to be proactive with clients, I've got to know their lives, their businesses, as well as them. And then as legislation changes, we can help them and advise them accordingly.
What are some advice you can give to young, inspiring business owners and entrepreneurs?
Get a mentor and get a sounding board, get a coach that can actually help you. Emulate good businesses, find people that run a good business. Forget the wealth side, just find people that have a great business, great culture, great staff, and work out what they're doing. If you've got that, you'll really you'll go ahead in leaps and bounds, and I think that's absolutely crucial.
How can they get a mentor? I mean, people that are starting their business, all going into the development of the business, they don't want to pay a lot of fees for someone to coach them. Any ideas on how they could get someone to coach them for free, maybe?
I believe going to business networks and doing more of that, you'll find someone. The free part, I believe you get for what you pay. You know, you get what you pay for, and to me, it's so important that putting the money aside and don't look at it as a cost, but look at it as an investment. So often, you know, when new clients come on board, we go through that and say, this is what the fees will be, and we project it forward. And we don't look at it as it's a cost. We look at it that this is an investment, and if you're making this investment to get this reward, it's a lot easier. So find people that you want to be like, find people that are doing what you want to do, and go and talk to them, go and ask them. Most people who are at a higher level in their business, in their wealth, they got help from other people along the way. So they're usually willing to help. Mate, I have people that I coach, young kids who want to get into accounting in various different industries. I coach these people because I want to see them go better in life. And like I said to you, my family, my staff and my clients, we do that non-stop with them, and it's quite important. So yeah, look, help others and you'll get a lot more back. So, you know, it's very important.
But Paul, let's pretend I'm a client. I'm sitting down with you right now. Why should I join SiDCOR?
The number one reason would be just that care factor. We care for our clients and it comes from within. It's inbred in our culture, in our staff, so it comes through not just from me but all the staff. I have this absolute burning desire to just keep to growing and to get more knowledge, and whenever I get that knowledge I give it to the clients. Having that sounding board, having that mentor and that coach is paramount in the business, and we provide that to our clients. We do tax minimisation better than anyone. We look at their asset protection and we help them understand their goals and life plans and really help them move towards that. So I love what I do. I love helping people. I love business. So yeah, I love it. So yeah.
What does your accounting firm do that others don't?
The four main areas that we break up our business into is compliance. So we do their tax and we guarantee that they'll pay the least amount of tax. We guarantee that it'll be done right and they never have to worry about the tax office. We look at their asset protection, make sure they've got the right structure. So we really hone in on that. The other thing too, the structure of our accounting firm is a lot different than your typical accounting firm. We've got myself as a partner, management, and then they're all qualified accountants. It's an absolute key to have accountants actually who are doing the client work, understanding what they're doing. So that's been a big difference. The other side is wealth and life strategy. We help clients with their wealth strategy, allocating their assets and really helping with that. And the other big one is building their business and growing their business and helping them automate their business and making themselves redundant.
Making themselves redundant. Now, what do you mean? What does that mean?
A true business is a business that doesn't rely on one person or the owner. A true business is something that functions without them. So that automation is absolute paramount. If you can make yourself redundant, then you have
riches. From redundant to riches, eh?
It's amazing. If you can want to be in Hawaii, you can be anywhere in the world and your business runs without the need for you, that's a key thing. Understanding that the owner should just play a role in the business. If you can play a role and you play a crucial role, you have a business. And I usually use the bus test. If you get hit by a bus, does your business survive? If it doesn't, then you don't have a business. You're self-employed. And even Rob Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad Poor Dad, he talks about it in there. You know, self-employed job, self-employed to an actual business. And I really believe in that philosophy that, you know, you've got to have a business and then that's a major income stream.
Talking to Kiyosaki, his acronym for job is just over broke. Why do you love your job? And why are you not just over broke?
Look, I love what I do. I love saving people money. I love helping people get to their goals. It's just something that's inbred in me. And from a young kid, you know, my mother used to, you know, inject into me through her words, you know, are you going to look after us when we get older? Are you going to look after us? And it's just something that's inbred in me now to look after people. And I said to you before, my family, my wife and kids, my staff and my clients are the three most important things in my life. So helping them gives me a buzz, and helping clients and helping people save tax and making the right decisions is what I love doing.
Paul, you're a self-made multi-millionaire. How did you do it?
Business is probably the key. Shares, property, self-development have been absolute keys. Learning from my mistakes and growing on those has helped me get there quicker. And my advice to anyone is learn from your mistakes. Don't take them as judgments. Don't take them as failures. Learn and there's a gift in everything that we do that's wrong. And I look for the mistakes, and when we do make mistakes, what's the gift in them? That's really helped me get ahead. And the strategy for me is allocating across different classes of assets, and the timing of it is crucial. Like looking at the economy, looking at the timing of someone's life and my life and where I am in that cycle and my business cycle. They're crucial, and if you understand that and you get ahead of it, that's how I've made my wealth.
We hear all the common people on the street, oh, I don't have the money, or I don't have any money. How can I do this? I've got credit card debt. Where? How do you overcome that?
That's a mindset. To me, you could have $10 and make it into millions. It's purely a mindset. If you want more out of your life, you've got someone who can coach you and use as a mentor, you can get there easily. It's purely psychology. 80-90% of it is the psychology. The 10-20% of it's the strategy. So If you've got the mindset, you're going to be successful. I remember a billionaire when I was overseas in the US. They asked him, they were interviewing him, and he said, "What was something, a distinction that you had that made you different to someone else?" And I remember his answer was, "I just knew I was going to be successful." And I have a belief that money comes easy. It's easy through business, through property, through shares. So the chances of money coming in my life is a lot easier than someone who doesn't believe, who's got a limiting belief with money. Someone who's got a scarcity mentality will not achieve success. Someone who's got an abundant mentality, money will come in, that you will achieve success. Will use those strategies and just go forward. If you've got a scarcity mentality, the right strategy will not guarantee success. You've got to have that mentality.
Okay, so let's talk about The Secret. I mean, it's a massive success.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of The Secret and these thoughts of things and all this, or is it just hype?
There's two sides to it. I do believe you've got to have the vision, you've got to have the thoughts, but you've got to action it. That is the key thing. I know The Secret came out and a lot of people joked about, I can just visualise I'm going to own a Ferrari. But you've got to actually visualise it, and then you've got to actually go and make the actions to make it happen. So it's just not the visualising. That's a big part of it. The psychology part is paramount. But to me, even more importantly, you've got to go and action it and make decisions, because your decisions will determine your actions. And whether they're right or wrong, every decision will create an action, and then that action will create another decision that's got to be made. Make more decisions, fail faster. If you're going to make mistakes, just do them quicker so that you can learn and move forward quicker.
Thank you very much, Paul from SiDCOR Chartered Accountants.
Thank you. Thanks, Jill.